So if you're listening to this episode on the day that it's releasing, that would be February 14th, which
Yes.
is Valentine's Day.
Cupid Day.
Cupid Shuffle. So we are going to be talking and just really kind of looking at some iconic
Iconic.
Valentine's
Yes.
Day cards. They're Valentine's Day. That's what they're called. Valentine's Day cards.
Yeah.
Ooh, I blanked on what they're called.
Elementary school, man. Everyone. You look forward to Valentine's Day.
So I don't know about you, but like when I was a kid growing up, we would always make the stupid little envelope that you would hang on your desk,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone would go around and
And
put their Valentine's
yeah.
Day cards in it. And something that we kind of stopped doing in the 90s was making your own Valentine's Day cards.
Yep.
I feel like that was very much an 80s thing.
Correct.
But as different intellectual properties gained notoriety, they started releasing more
Yep.
and more Valentine's Day cards. And like I know that behind me in this case, I have Street Sharks cards right down here at the bottom, which you can kind of see that little yellow caution tape if you're watching us on
Mhm.
YouTube. And then I also have Pokemon Valentine's Day cards in the collection.
Mhm.
And they're just stupid things.
Yeah.
But the best thing about these cards from the 90s is they said stupid little sayings on them.
Yes.
So we're going to read through some Valentine's Day cards from the 90s. So if you're watching us on YouTube, this is where you're going to benefit because we're going to throw them up right on screen. If you are listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any audio streaming, we will try and describe the card as best as we can, but nothing makes up for a picture because we all know a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Yep.
So our first card is a Lion King card, and it says, "Remember who you are."
Yep.
Someone terrific. And it
Mm.
has Kid Simba sitting on Mufasa.
Mm.
And I gotta tell you, nothing says Valentine's Day like your dead dad.
Yeah, it's I mean, when you're a kid, you think it's cool, but now looking back, it's like,
This
ugh.
is a morbid card.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I love James Earl Jones. I love Mufasa, but I mean, as somebody who grew up without a dad and has daddy issues, this would be a triggering card.
Yeah.
So our next one,
Oh,
Lisa
man.
Frank. Picture of a little kitty cat. Valentine, you're perfect.
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 Man,
This is a timeless card.
yeah, that time that style too of art, right, with the colors like that, that was a big, big part of the 90s.
Mhm.
Everything had that slapped on it.
Which I wish we saw more Lisa Frank stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
I feel like the only Lisa Frank things I've seen in like the last 5 years to a decade were the Crocs that came out.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Which
You don't I mean, again, I think it'll come back, man, because that's art style. It's just recycling. I think it'll come back at some point.
well, like I know our friend Samantha over at No Rhyme or Reason Art. She's a huge Lisa Frank
Yeah.
supporter,
Yep.
and even her art a lot now brings in elements of Lisa Frank from her childhood.
Correct.
I will say I was a little disappointed with the Crocs that came out because I feel like Lisa Frank is really iconic for that tie dye esque nature that's really woven through her art. And at least the Crocs that I saw, they're like basic black Crocs with like a Lisa Frank gem.
Yeah, that's
That
it.
was it. Like I
They
feel like
didn't.
a tie dye Croc would be very, very abrasive to the eyes,
Yes.
but that's what Lisa Frank was.
Yeah, I think again tie dye. I think is moving back in though. You see a lot of tie dye now, so it's only a matter of time. I like the art style. I like the way it was just unique for the time. Oh,
So
come
our
on.
next one's just a whole bunch of Space Jam. And I'm gonna see if I can blow this up for us.
To the Space Jam.
So basically, there's a Bugs Bunny one. You make my heart spin.
Mhm.
Let's see. Shoot for the stars. Will you be my Valentines with the Monstars? There really wasn't anything.
No, just very generic.
Yeah, like Happy Valentine's Day and a picture of Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
I mean, I took that card, but yeah, there really wasn't anything that was too crazy.
And that's where you start getting into the box generic cards, right? It was cheap, $5 for 24 cards or whatever it was at the
Yeah.
time, and you either got a card with a candy or a card with a sticker, or it was, it was very generic.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that these ones are very nostalgic. There's nothing on the messages that really says
Correct.
Space Jam. Like you were just saying, they're very generic. You could copy and paste every single message from these Space Jam
On
cards,
any card.
any card. There was
Yeah.
nothing that, like,
Is Space Jam related.
like I mean, even like the you make my heart spin, you make my heart hoppy,
Yeah.
and just do a pun, something. But there was nothing. So I mean, like, I would have loved to receive these as a kid, mainly because I love Space Jam. But I wouldn't classify these as like great cards.
No, definitely not.
So the next one, we have some Berenstein Bears.
Whatever they are, Mandela effect.
We have a Be Mine card.
Yep, that's better,
Yep. Let's see. A card to say have fun today.
Mhm.
Leaping at the chance to be your Valentine with a picture of a little frog.
Mhm.
And then a little Valentine to show you're fun to be with, fun to know.
Yep.
I mean, I'd say these really look like they're just straight out of the book.
In the cartoon.
In the cartoon, I never really watched the cartoon. I
Yeah.
just read the books.
Yeah.
I know, shocker. I actually read books.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you, if you received these cards in the 90s
Mhm.
or even late 80s,
Mhm.
would this be a card that you're excited to receive because you received a card or excited to receive because it was the Berenstein Bears?
All depends on the age group. You were like kindergarten, preschool. You're
Yeah.
excited. You're
Second, third grade would be,
like, "Where's the candy, bro?
yeah.
I want you to be my Valentine's for candy."
Yeah, I would say kindergarten, this would be a fun card to receive. Anything past that, I'd be like, give me the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So we next have a Tiny Toons one, and this is what I was talking about. This is what I wanted to see with the Space Jam cards, because here we have Buster Bunny doing a handstand, ear stand. He's using his ears to stand on his head, and it said, "I stand on my ears for you," and it's just something a little humorous.
Yeah, it's cute, cute. But again, like, I don't know how many kids actually read what was on the card.
No, it was all about the candy, man. You wanted Twizzlers, you wanted Tootsie Pops,
Yup.
Blow Pops.
Bull
The
Pops.
last thing you wanted
Yup.
were those
Tootsie
chalky little,
Rolls,
like, crappy.
Hershey's Kisses.
Oh, those candy hearts, though.
Yeah.
May as well have written on a chalkboard with them. Okay, up next, we
Doug.
have some Doug
Mhm.
Valentine's Day. And this, I wish Joe was here for this because we all know how Joe feels about patty mayonnaise. And I know some of you in the comments have been asking for Joe to get back. We're working on it. We need another patty mayonnaise rant.
I know.
So I think this was kind of good. Thinking of you night and day, to a super friend, happy Valentine's Day, and then your fun Valentine.
Yeah. And I'm with Joe. She was a douche.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of patty mayonnaise.
Mm-mm. She used them, man.
She did. I
Feel for you,
will
Doug.
say the one thing I wish they did with your fun Valentine, I wish instead of putting Doug and Patty, they put Scooter.
That
Or
would have been funny.
Scooter. Yeah, Scooter.
Mhm.
Because his last name was Valentine.
Mhm.
No Scooter Valentine's Day cards.
No imagination, man.
I think the night one is creative. The Super Friend using Quailman is also pretty creative, but there's so much more room for possibilities. So if you're currently writing Valentine's Day cards for Hallmark or for any intellectual properties, reach out to the Nostalgia Junkies because we'll give you our ideas. So up next, we have the Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
And then, Valentine, I'm in tune with you. Clever pun. We have the, what does this one say? You drive me crazy, be mine with the car. Valentine, I'm falling for you with Roger Rabbit falling. And then Valentine, this tune is for you.
Mhm.
We have Jessica Rabbit blowing a kiss. I wouldn't mind getting the Jessica Rabbit card.
I don't think any boy would mind.
Getting Jessica Rabbit
Yeah.
card. Yeah, no, Jessica Rabbit was, I think, many boys' first crush before we even knew what a first crush was.
Correct. Yeah.
But again, this is what I like to see with like our 90s cards is that they had puns.
Yeah, definitely.
There's nothing too crazy here. They even covered up Jessica Rabbit for the most part.
Yeah.
Like these are good cards. Generic Barbie card. Wishing a very happy Valentine's Day. Bleh.
Mm,
Like Barbie's dressed as a princess.
yay.
Maybe if
Holding a purse.
yeah, maybe we would feel differently if we liked Barbies growing up, but I think that this in the realm of what could be is kind of a lackluster card.
100%.
Dinosaurs, Jim Henson's Dinosaurs. So, have the best Valentine's Day since prehistory. Clever. I know there's some other ones out there like have a Jurassic Valentine's Day or, you know, love you more than mama. Like this was a good card. There are other good ones. I will say the art style that they chose to do the dinosaurs in, a little creepy.
Yeah, Baby Sinclair is looking extra chubs in
Extra
that.
chubs, and it looks like he's pondering whether or not he wants to eat these
Yeah,
flowers.
yeah. Or his fingers. They look like little sausages.
Look at these fingers right here. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Oh,
little Vienna
that
sausage right
that
out of
is
the can.
one creepy derpy freaking Valentine's Day card right there.
Yeah, this would be a scary card to get.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
So up next, we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja cards. We have Cowabunga, Be My Valentines. With Raphael, we have a
You're
angelic
heavily.
Michelangelo, You're Heavenly. And I like this one. I like the Bebop and Rocksteady one. We were made for each other. Because they actually were made
For each other.
for each other.
Hmm.
I think that that is a clever card. Ninja Turtles, just, they killed it. Awesome job. I would love to receive these cards, even nowadays, as a 31-year-old man.
Yes.
Up next, we have the X-Men cards. You're more fun than fireworks with Jubilee. Great card. And it's you and me, bub, side by side with Wolverine. I can't tell who's next to Wolverine at this angle. Almost looks like a derpy Iron Man, but
It's Colossus.
oh, it's Colossus?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I have a glare on the screen. That makes it so much better because of the fastball special.
Correct.
But X-Men cards, again, 1993 Marvel.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
The best art, man. There nothing compares.
I gotta say, I think that the Ninja Turtle one, just because it looks like it's straight out of the cartoon, and the X-Men ones, because it looks like it's right off the comics.
Yep.
So far, the best ones.
Yes.
If Space Jam had some like Space Jam puns, I put
It
it up
would have
there
been
too,
better. Yeah.
but it was just
Yeah.
copy paste.
Fell short. Fell short.
So up next, we have a Clarissa Explains It All, where if I had a car, oh yeah, and a license, I'd take you on a Valentine's Day joyride. I think that's a little bit of a clever card. I think that it's really reserved for people who know Clarissa Explains It All. Like I said, I like Melissa Joan Hart. This would not be a card I would be excited to get.
Me either.
Like if I was later, not middle school, but like later elementary school, I would say maybe, but give me the X-Men, give me the Ninja Turtles, or give me the Sailor Moon card, Valentine, you send me into orbit.
Yeah, it's Sailor Moon. Come on. That was a mid '90s boy crush for a lot of guys.
Dude, I there's not much I remember about Sailor Moon.
Just remember them.
I remember having a huge crush
And
on Sailor Moon.
what was the guy? Tuxedo Man?
Tuxedo Mask.
Tuxedo Mask.
Like great show, and just like I wish I remembered more of it, but it was just foundational in my childhood.
Yeah. Oh man, these are good.
Up next, we have the Ren and Stimpy cards.
Probably the best.
Yeah, like I could never forget a pal like you. I captured a wild Valentine for you. Woo partner, don't be nervous. It's over. It's okay, Valentine's Day. Like these are just some great
Yeah.
ones. There's nothing super crazy.
Well, you couldn't, right? Because they were for a different age group. So
Oh yeah, like this was you had to really walk a fine line with Ren and
correct.
Stimpy,
Correct.
but the artwork is great. The writing is just off enough that it's not generic.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's as good as the X-Men cards.
No. Or that they are as good.
No, that they're not as good.
No, definitely not.
I would say X-Men is still like that is like our S
Yeah,
tier
I mean,
cards.
yeah, this is it would have been better if there were more grunge worthy comments to it,
Mhm.
right? Because of the target demographic for the cartoon. But I get it. But they're
Mhm.
still pretty kind of clever for what they are. So yeah, X-Men Turtles are up there. I would say this is
Right
maybe like a
after it.
yeah,
Yeah,
very
I would
close.
have loved to see like a Happy Happy Joy Joy, a Powder Toast Man, or a log reference.
Yes.
It's really kind of like just them in different costumes, which it works.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, you really couldn't put those jokes onto a Valentine's Day card
Yeah, no.
because, like, we know that those writers snuck jokes in that
Yeah.
were really adult jokes.
Correct.
You could not put that on a Valentine's Day card that would go to school
Correct. No.
because you could sneak it past the parents.
Or you're not
You're
gonna
not going to sneak it past the teachers.
no, definitely not. Mm,
Power Rangers Valentine's Day cards.
very generic. Very,
Yeah,
very
I
generic.
think the only two that don't fall into that generic are the Valentine I get a kick out of you with the Pink Ranger
Hmm.
and the one with the Megazord that says we make a great team. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's not out there enough that I think it's really unique to Power Rangers. But like, okay, so you could do the Valentine's I get a kick out of you. You could put that on Ninja Turtles though.
Correct.
That's nothing that's just for Power Rangers. I like the art style. It's very much just like,
90s.
yeah, I would be excited to receive these mainly because I'm a Power Rangers fan, but these fall in that Space Jam trope where they're just
Yeah. Yeah.
copy paste. So we also have just a Leonardo DiCaprio card.
Girls would have went crazy.
Dude, I think that this is where if we had a female co-host, like they'd be like, yes, this is the card I wanted as a kid. I mean, it's just Leo.
Yeah.
Like, I think that also just kind of goes to show the chokehold that
That
Leo
he
had
had.
90s girls
Correct.
on.
Correct. He was definitely a heartthrob icon for that uh time.
And then Jurassic Park, you're dynamite.
Oh, I thought I didn't even notice that was. I get it, dinosaurs, but it wasn't even like it was so generic. I thought you started like picking generic cards,
Yeah.
like
The only thing that says Jurassic Park
at
about
the
it
bottom
is where it actually
trademark.
says Jurassic
Yeah,
Park.
the trademark at the bottom.
Like,
Yeah, your dynamite. It's a good play on words, I guess.
like what is this? Okay, what was that show on TV Land back in the day
I don't know.
with
You're
JJ?
yeah,
You're dynamite.
dynamite.
Like, I feel like
Mm.
this any show that had dinosaurs, this would work for.
Yeah, I think, that time period, they were just, if anything stuck to the wall, man, they were making products no matter what toothbrushes, it didn't matter what cards, it didn't,
Mhm.
man, they try to make as much money out of every entity as possible.
I feel like what they could have done here, put a picture of the Velociraptor. You're a clever girl. Be my Valentine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That would have been the card, not the T Rex. You're dynamite. Just,
Yeah.
just come on. Up next, very generic ones, just our cereal mascots. We got cornflakes, Tony the Tiger Frosted
Yeah.
Flakes, Toucan
Fruit
Sam
Loops.
Fruit Loops, and Diggums with Sugar Smacks. I gotta say, Diggums is the worst, man. Like it literally
Hi.
just says hi.
What? Hi. Hi.
Like at least the cornflakes and Toucan Sam have some reference to Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger,
You're
w-
super
like you couldn't even put his
cool.
catchphrase. Like you could say, you're great. No, you're super cool. Like, I'm sorry, General Mills,
Yeah.
you missed
You're
it.
super cool.
Like,
What?
I gotta say, I kind of want to track down the Diggum one
Yeah.
just
Hi.
because it's so bad.
Hi.
Just
Hi.
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 Like, I gotta
Hello.
say, also Diggum's catchphrase: smacks, sugar smacks. You smack me, and I smack you back.
Yeah.
That's a terrible line for a commercial.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Let's hope there's a better one up next.
You're cool.
Okay, so Michael Jordan literally just taking a page out of Tony the Tiger's book. You're
You're cool.
cool.
Yeah.
I wonder how many Michael Jordan or NBA star Valentine's Day cards there were that literally just said, "You're cool."
I maybe Jordan. I don't think I remember. Maybe Shaq had Valentine Day cards. I don't remember any other player
Like no
having that.
Kobe, nothing.
Not no. I don't remember Kobe.
But like it looks like they gave Michael a basketball as he was walking in the park,
Yeah, let
said,
me take
"Hey,
this picture real
smile."
quick.
And they clipped the photo before he actually
Yeah.
smiled.
Yeah, he's got his mouth half open. He's like,
He doesn't even look like he's like his eyes are focused.
no, definitely not. And
But
the background is like a desert with
yeah,
one dead tree in the back.
yeah, it's like
Kind of weird.
it's like January, almost sunset. Okay, up next we have the Batman animated series cards, which I got to say the artwork on the cards
Yeah, classic
very cool.
80s Batman artwork.
Other than this Catwoman card, there's nothing that great.
Yeah, no kidding. You're terrific.
Yeah, that's not even a good pun.
No.
But like,
What
what
does
does the Batman
Batman
look like?
say? Have action packed
You have an
Valentine's.
action-packed Valentine's
Uh,
Day. Ooh, cool. Better than the Mufasa card, though. I mean, they could have easily
drop.
put him at coming out the
Yeah.
opera.
Dropping in with Valentine wishes. Penguin. Nope.
Yeah, and then the Riddler. Who's a special Valentine? You.
Yeah, great.
Just
Moving
boring.
on.
So up next we have Animaniacs with it just says "Kiss Me" with Dot, and I gotta say this is a very creepy card when you think about it. It has a picture of Dot saying "Kiss me." I'm an Animaniac, and then a picture of Wacko looking very excited and Pinky looking very concerned. What on earth were they doing with this card? Why is Wacko excited that his sister is saying "Kiss me"? I'm an
I know,
Animaniac.
and Pinky is always worried though. It's definitely weird, man. Why would you even add the other two characters to the card? I don't understand it.
I can just hear Pinky, like, "Gosh, brain, that's incest."
Mhm.
like,
What are we doing tonight? Taking over your sister.
okay, up next, it's not Care Bears. What is this? Is it Care Bears?
No, this was our buddy David Apuzzo's favorite
Oh, Wuzzles.
Wuzzles.
Wuzzles. There's nothing like the treat, and it's a picture of a Wuzzle eating candy.
Yeah, it's
It,
cute.
what's the tail? Okay, I thought it
Yeah,
was
it's the
poop for a
tail.
second.
No, it's the tail. Yeah, it's cute. I mean, it. There were the Wuzzles, so it's um.
Yeah,
I don't know. Um,
it is what it
it
is.
is what it's just it's
It's
another
generic.
generic card.
Yep. These ones I love. The Ah Real Monsters cards. Absolutely phenomenal. Picture of Ickis. Ah, now that's a scare if you're not my Valentine.
Mm.
Oblina. For all the toenails in the world, I wouldn't trade a friendship like ours. And then a picture of just the whole cast. High five for a Valentine like you. The high five one, take it or leave it. The other one's absolutely great.
Correct.
That was it. That's the last one.
We've made it through the Valentine Day cards.
Dude, I gotta say, looking at all of them, I think the best one is
X-Men.
definitely the X-Men. I'd say
X-Men by far.
X-Men, Ninja Turtles, then Our Real Monsters.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
I think the marks of a good Valentine's Day card is utilizing good artwork and references to the cartoon.
correct. Which those three did. I think they were printing so many of these that it was just a ton of generic, man. No time involved, no thinking. Let's just slap a picture on a card.
Agreed. I think that given some time to come up with some more creative puns, I think the Jurassic Park ones could have been really good, and the
Yeah.
Space Jam ones could have been really good. But copy and paste. Will you be my Valentine onto any card, and it works. And let's be real, people aren't buying the Valentine's Day cards for what they say.
No, definitely not.
They're buying them for the characters.
Characters in the candy.
And it seems like the more iconic characters knew that.
Yes.
But what do you say we get in a trivia?